everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed to my videos, please make sure that you press on the subscribe button as well as click on the bell to get all the notifications for my upcoming videos. I'm super excited to be offering new packages that include my online curriculum as well as my live classes. So if you haven't checked them out already, make sure you check out the description because there's a code in there for you to get your first month half off. There are many beautiful chest movements in Raqs Sharqi. So today we're going to be going over several of them. The first one that I want to cover with you is our beautiful chest drop. So essentially, what does it mean to do a chest drop versus a chest lift? What is the difference between the two? Yes, of course, mechanically you will be motivating them slightly different than the other, but what really also matters is the intention behind it and where it lands in relation to the music. So for instance, if the downbeat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, am I going chest lift or am I doing chest drop? In relation to the music, right? Or to the beat. Let's talk about just the beat because the music is not happening right now, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right now, I'm doing a chest lift because the emphasis is being brought to attention on the downbeat as my chest comes up. So when my chest comes down on the beat, then we have what's called the chest drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's talk about how do we motivate these movements. So a lot of people will motivate chest movements from the back. I'm not the biggest fan of that, of always doing it that way, because what ends up happening is you can overuse your back very quickly versus using a stronger muscle that you may have more built in already. So a lot of the time we focus on the core when it comes to dance, as well as even fitness programs and exercising versus the upper back. So right there alone, your upper back may not be as well conditioned to support the movement. So the way that I motivate my chest drop is that right before I have to release it on the downbeat coming down, I will lift my chest using my muscles surrounding my rib cage right here. So I'll go lift, and you can see that my abs engage right here. I'll show you from the side. Boom, 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 right? And what ends up happening is I'm really motivating from this movement right here that's wrapped around my ribs. Absolutely, it's going to go into your back just a little bit because you have muscles that wrap around that way, but I'm not going like this with my back. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference in that. So I want to be clear about that. So I'm using the muscles wrapping around my rib cage right here to go lift, and then I release, drop. And it's still controlled on the way down. The other thing that we want to really make sure is our shoulders are relaxed. So if you go like this, 1, you're engaging your back, and 2, you're just like really popping your neck forward, and that's how pain starts to happen. But this is how a lot of the compensation starts to happen because we don't use our muscles. So what you're going to do in order to train your body is you got to go slowly and listen and feel in your body that you're doing this movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift very slowly and then drop. Excuse me, I just choked on my spit. Oh my God. Lift very slowly and then drop. So you're going to use right here, and I want you to lift slowly, making sure your shoulders stay down. So if you need to actively push your shoulders down, do so in order to see what's happening for you to actually get that movement. Okay, so you're gonna lift 2, 3, 4 and do a check in your body, right? Are you bending your back like this, or is your back still straight? Are your shoulders really far back from where they started, or are they still stacked over your hips and your feet, right? So you want to kind of give yourself these checkpoints before you do it. 5, 6, 7, lift slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're not looking for big, you're looking for clean. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here, we're gonna come down, drop. So you're not gonna just like right? Like, let everything out. No, it's a controlled release down into the movement. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. 5, 6, 7, here we go. 1, 2, 3, drop. 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 1, 2, watch your shoulders drop. Also, when you lift the chest up, you don't want your rib cage to expand like we don't want that because that's not what we're going for. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going, and I want you to watch your breath. Don't breathe when you come in and exhale when you drop down. Use your muscles. Use your muscles. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. Shake it out. Yeah? So a lot of the time we breathe, we go. Now, I'm not saying breath work doesn't have its place in your movement. It absolutely does, but it should not be the motivator because you're going to hyperventilate on stage. They're going to have to call 911. You prepped your performance for nothing because you fainted, and now you have to go to the emergency room. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you use your muscles. One great way I teach my students to do it, and just watch your volume because I'm going to sing, and I apologize in advance for this, is I tell them to sing their ABCs or any song that you want to ensure that you are not using your breath work, but really focusing on your muscles. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Faster. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And that's really important that you bellow it out. It's not A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's not like that, right? Of course, you have to take intermittent breaths so that way you can breathe, but super, super important for you to remember that you should be motivating your chest work through muscle. So lift and drop. Lift, 2, drop, 2. Lift, 2, drop, 2. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, boom. 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 Now up, 4, 2, drop. 1, 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 2, drop. Now go to singles and boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, and drop, and drop, and drop, and drop. So what I want you to pay attention to now is because you're doing singles in each direction. If you didn't hear the music, could you still tell where the downbeat is? Drop, 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 drop. There's a slight emphasis. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what we're looking for, is where are you emphasizing and where is it in the relation to the music? This is super important. So let's take our chest drop, and then we're going to jump to chest lift and throw this on top of an undulation. So when you're emphasizing down into an undulation, you're using your chest drop and you're emphasizing down and 1 and 1 and 1 and done 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Super important that it's not 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Do you see the difference? This is very important for chest work when it comes to Raqs Sharqi. The emphasis, that little subtlety makes the whole difference. We want to see the difference between 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, verses. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now let us go on to chest lift. So very similarly, we have this lift and then release. So of course, when you go into chest lift, you need to make sure that you're at a point in your body where you can actually lift more, because in our neutral position, where are we? We're already at a slight lift. So when you go into that very relaxed Raqs Sharqi position, you're not lifting so much that you cannot go further up your range of motion, right? It's just a nice lift to take the weight off of your lower half and your torso right here, so that way movement can be clear. So that's really important. You have like your posture chest lift, and now you have the movement of the chest lift. So there's a couple components here, right? So when we have our posture, just relax. You have just a slight little lift to bring it up. Think about having really good posture, or think about even being measured at the doctor's office when you're kidding. You try and stand straight up as you can with the tallest spine in order to get the most height, because for some reason we all wanted to be taller, right? So you're like, you really lift and bring everything up, elongate your neck, allow the shoulders to be pushed down, and have that nice lift and lightness to your carriage. Now from here, you want to maintain this, but you still have to do your chest lift. So wherever you start in your neutral position, you have to be able to go up higher. And it doesn't have to be big. This is the misconception, is that if it's not big, it's not good. No, 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 no. Remember, a lot of the subtlety in Raqs Sharqi is what makes it beautiful. So you want to have from your neutral, just like lift, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll notice we hang out just a little more on the up versus down. Boom, 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 boom. You see what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now add your undulation to lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Now I'm emphasizing this lift in my chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go back to chest drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chest lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? This is a huge component of where our chest falls in relation to the music and where we are emphasizing. One of the other movements, one of the other movements that we had is the beautiful chest circle. So we have this pew, 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 pew. I like making sound effects. So think of, you're gonna start with a little undercurve, like a smiley face. And then you're gonna emphasize, for this vertical chest circle, you're gonna emphasize this beautiful rainbow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And your goal is to try and keep your shoulders as much as possible out of it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Use your muscles. If you're talking like I am to yourself right now, because I can't hear you, right? You want to be able to maintain your movement while you're talking. Super, super important. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now let's change the emphasis. Down, 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 down. So a lot of the time we'll use a chest circle on top of maybe an I'm going to use undulations like crazy because they're so beautiful with this movement. You'll have 1 circle. I'll show you from the side. I'm circling towards you, so I'm personally going clockwise, okay? I'm going circle, boom, boom, and down, and down, circle down, circle down, circle down, circle down, circle down, circle down. You can also use your chest circles to kind of just allow your body to emphasize upper body movement, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'm doing is I'm throwing a little bit of shoulder on top with my chest circle. So let's try that together. Just your chest circle at first, whichever is your natural direction. 1, 2, 3, add your shoulders, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just a fun little variation of it. Yeah. Okay. Our last one that we have, I love this one, is just doing chest lifts on a diagonal. And so you might ask yourself, okay, what is the difference? But I'll show you. If I am doing an undulation and I'm going lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, but now I want to motivate my undulation from an angle down into my hip, causing a serena to come up and forward into my body. This is a different type of jewel actually as well. Then I may have my chest come to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Up, down, 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 up, down. So this particular chest diagonal, I'm not keeping it like this. I'm actually motivating and following it, pulling over that rib to that side. Yeah, so I'm not keeping so isolated like you may in a drum solo, so to speak, but if I'm using it for fluid movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because my shoulders are generally square, but my chest is now on the diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it just really depends on how you want to motivate your chest and how you want to express your movement in relation to the music. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great time using your chest movement and learning how to work it into Oriental movement. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so that way I can continue making awesome videos for you. Make sure you click on the notification bell and make sure you get all the notifications. Otherwise, they won't let you know when I upload some good shit. So you want to make sure that you keep abreast of that. Also, if you haven't checked out the description, make sure to do so you can get half off your first month with my online classes. Thanks so much and have a beautiful day.